Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to KNR Constructions Limited Q3 FY23 earnings conference call. This conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company, which are based on the beliefs, opinions, and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements are not the guarantees of future performance and involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on a touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. S. Venkatanathan, VP Finance, KNR Constructions Limited. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on the call to discuss the financial results for Q3 and 9 months ended financial year 2023. Along with me, I have Mr. K. Janardhan Reddy, Executive Director, Mr. K. Venkatram Rao, General Manager, Finance and Accounts, and Strategic Growth Advisor, our Investor Relation Advisors. We have uploaded results and investor presentation on the stock exchanges as well as on our company website. I hope everyone got an opportunity to go through it. We would like to touch upon a few industry events and key company updates, post which we will have a question and answer session. Now I would like to share our thoughts on the recently announced union budget and other important industry developments. Starting with the budget highlights, the government continued to focus on infrastructure development. The government announced increase in capital expenditure on infrastructure investment by 33% to rupees 10 lakh crore and almost equivalent to 3.3% of the GDP. The massive capex investment is expected to boost the GDP growth and create a new job opportunities, especially in the hinterlands of the country, as the focus continued on roads, irrigation, and railways in the budget. As far as the allocation to highways is concerned, the government has allocated rupees 2.7 lakh crores as against the revised allocation of rupees 2.17 crore the previous year. Similarly, the allocation to NHI is rupees 1.62 lakh crores as against the revised allocation of 1.42 lakh crores. Coming to the irrigation sector, Jal Shakti Ministry has been allocated rupees 97,278 crores, which will further strengthen the activities in the irrigation sector prominently for Jal Jeevan Mission. We strongly believe that the government's thrust on the infrastructure development, along with the various initiatives announced by NHI, have created multiple tailwinds to the roads and highway builders. KNR Construction remains geared up in terms of its capabilities and financial position to fully leverage these tailwinds to further create the value to the shareholders. As far as the overall tendering, awarding, and construction of highways is concerned, the overall activity has picked up the pace in the last 3-4 months, which was affected during half year ended financial year 2023, owing to the prolonged monsoons in 2022. Coming to the FASTag collections, the toll collections stood at rupees 50,855 crore for financial year 2022, a growth of around 46% as compared to rupees 34,778 crores in financial year 2021. The average daily toll collection through FASTag in December 2022 stood at rupees 134.44 crores, and the single day highest collection touched rupees 144.19 crore on 24th December 2022. The implementation of FASTag system has improved the collection and has brought more efficiency in overall toll collection operation. This has resulted in improved financial position and has encouraged the private players to participate in the highway projects. Now coming to the key updates of the company. In the quarter gone by, the company has completed transfer of equity shares in the following 3 subsidiaries to Cube Highways and Infrastructure. Number 1, Concall Infra Private Limited. The company has invested rupees 160.22 crores in the form of equity and subdebt for which the company has received rupees 181 crores against the transfer of 49% of equity stake and the repayment of entire subdebt as on 31st December 2021. The company has now received rupees 68.13 crores against the transfer of remaining 51% of equity stake. In addition to the above, the company shall be eligible to receive an additional consideration up to rupees 14.05 crores subject to receipt of certain approvals from NHAI. Number 2, KNR Sangarampet Project Private Limited. The company has invested rupees 126.81 crores in the form of e-subdebt, for which the company has received rupees 108.51 crores against transfer of 49% equity stake and repayment of entire subdebt on December 31st, 2021. And now the company has received rupees 46.09 crores against the transfer of remaining 51% equity stake. In addition to the above, the company shall be eligible to receive an additional consideration up to an amount of rupees 4.61 crores subject to the receipt of certain approval from NHAI. 3. KNR Srirangam Infra Private Limited. The company has invested rupees 78.36 crores in the form of equity and subdebt, for which the company has received rupees 131.15 crores against transfer of 100% of equity stake and repayment of entire subdebt during the current transaction. In addition to the above, the company shall be eligible to receive an additional consideration up to an amount of rupees 15.40 crores subject to receipt of certain approval from NHAI. With the sale of the above three companies, the company has accounted profit of rupees 137.97 crores, which was shown as an exceptional item, and an amount of rupees 27.47 crores has been shown under the provision of tax for the above profits. With respect to such operation conducted by the Income Tax Department under Section 132 of the Income Tax Act 1961 in March 2022, the assessing officer has initiated the proceedings for reassessment of income as is relevant for each financial years from 2016-17 to 2021-22. Further, based on the deliberations with the assessing officer and on a prudent nature, the company has made a provision of rupees 24.75 crores towards provision for income tax and rupees 9.45 towards interest on income tax for the above years. The percentage of physical progress as of December 2022 for HAM project is as follows. Magadi to Somwarpet at 68.9%, Vattanchadram to Madathukulam is 85.6%, Valancheri to Kaprikad is 16.8%, and Ramana to Kora to Valancheri is 14.3%. The company has received the appointed date as on 25th January 2023 for Chittoor-Tachur Highway. During the quarter, the execution has primarily been driven by HAM projects. Out of the 732 crores of revised equity requirements for all the 5 HAM projects, the company has already invested rupees 293.13 crore as on December 31st, 2022. The incremental equity requirement of 77.98 crores to be infused, rupees 256.06 crores and rupees 96.70 crores for remaining for the financial year FY23, FY24 and FY25 respectively. You can refer the slide number 24 of the investor presentation for detail on each HAM project. The toll collection for the Bihar project, that is Muzaffarpur Barauni, in Q3 FY23 and 9 months ended FY23 has been 11.6 crore and rupees 33.5 crores. Now coming to the order book position. As of December 31st, 2022, the company has an outstanding order book position of 8,100 crore rupees. EPC road projects and HAM projects constitute 77% of the total order book, while irrigation projects constitute remaining 23%. Client-wise, 51% of the order book is from third-party clients, and balance 49 is from captive HAM projects. The third-party order book on non-captive order book, which accounts for 51% of the total order book portion, is skewed between state government contracts with 36%, whereas 11% is from central government and balance 4% order book is from other private players. The current order book position remains healthy and provides a clear visibility of execution over a period of next two and a half years. A robust project pipeline and a ready DPR, detailed project reports, under the Bharatmala project should accelerate the project awarding activity going forward. The company is targeting a further order inflow of 4,000 to 5,000 crore for the financial year 2023. I will now request Mr. K. Venkatram Rao, our GM, to present the results for the quarter and the 9 months ended December 31st, 2022. Over to Venkatram.
Thank you, sir. Please note that Q3 and 9 months FY23 standalone as well as the consolidated number includes. Let me take through the Q3 and 9 month FY23 standalone financial performance first, followed by the consolidated highlights. I will start with quarterly highlight first. The revenue for the quarter grew by 8% year-on-year to 830.2 crores. EBITDA for Q3 FY23 remained flat at 156 crores as compared to 158.9 crores in Q3 FY22. EBITDA margin of Q3 FY23 stood at 18.8%. Net profit for the quarter was 161.8 crores as compared to 100 crores in Q3 FY23, a growth of 61%. Now coming to 9 months FY23 highlights, the revenue for 9 months FY23 grew by 14% year-on-year to rupees 2,568.2 crores. EBITDA for 9 months FY23 witnessed a growth of 9% to rupees 509.8 crores as compared to 469.7 crores in 9 months FY22. EBITDA margin in 9 months FY23 stood at 19.9%. Net profit for 9 months FY23 was rupees 370.2 crores as compared to 269 crores in 9 months FY22. Now coming to consolidated financial performance, I will start with the quarterly highlight first. The company recorded a 2% year-on-year growth in total revenue for rupees 854.6 crores in Q3 FY20 to rupees 874.9 crores in Q3 FY23. EBITDA came in at rupees 196.8 crores in Q3 FY23 as compared to 139.6 crores in the same period last year. EBITDA margin in the current quarter stood at 22.5%. Profit after tax stood at rupees 108.3 crores in Q3 FY23. Moving on 9 month FY23 highlights, the revenue for 9 months FY23 grew by 13% year-on-year to rupees 2,817 crores. EBITDA for 9 months FY23 witnessed a growth of 29% to rupees 671.4 crores as compared to rupees 519.8 crores in 9 months FY22. EBITDA margin in 9 months FY23 stood at 23.8%. Net profit for 9 months FY23 was rupees 297.7 crores as compared to 225.7 crores in 9 months FY22. Now moving to the standalone balance sheet, the company continued to maintain a strong balance sheet. The working capital days stood at 53 days compared to 54 days in September 22. The standalone debt as of 31st December 22 is nil crores compared to around 200 crores of 30th September 2022. The consolidated debt as of December 31st 2022 is 456 crores as compared to rupees 1,864 crores as of September 30, 2022. The net debt to equity as on consolidated basis as of December 31st, 2022 stand at 0.17 times as compared to 0.74 times as of September 30, 2022. With this, we can open the floor for question and answer.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. first question is from the line of Mohit Kumar from DAM Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Two questions from my side, sir. First is on the irrigation project receivables. If I remember the number correct, it was 9 billion at the end of September 22. And we understand the lenders who released money for irrigation, and this has come down. Can you just let us know the receivables at the end of Q3, and when do you expect the entire thing to get liquidated?
So, sir, the receivables as of today is around 650 crores, including receivables as of 31st December and work done but not at 35. So out of 650 crores, 335 crores is the receivables as of December, and around 315 crores is the work done but yet to be certified. So definitely from what are these figures are there in September, it is 900 crores, now reduced to 650 crores actually by end of December.
Understood, sir. And have you started the work on irrigation project? I think this quarter was very muted. Can we expect it to go up?
Yeah. Actually, definitely there was issue in the Vettam project. Now that clearance has come, and now we have started the work on this our Vettam project. As far as our other irrigation sites are there, that is package 4. Now we are doing the work in very fast pace. Only now almost all civil structures work we have almost completed. Now we have to build that pump house work. For that we have to board the electromechanical equipment. For that we are already tying with the BHEL to get it, and hope that in next year actually, in 24 actually, FY24, we should be able to complete that work also.
Are you happy with the money available with the government? Is the government regular in paying the money now? Or are you are you comfortable with that?
Sir, as far as package 4 is concerned, where electromechanical, it is already funded by the bank, and almost in last quarter we got 350 crores actually in that project itself only. So definitely money is there actually as of now for package 4. So we are really not seeing any issue as far as package 4 is concerned. But definitely this Vettam package and other packages are like package 3. It is budgetary support. So that we have to really see, because almost government has promised that they will pay actually every month 50 crores. So only the last month we have not got, but before that we got all the money from the department.
Understood. Second question on the order inflow, sir. Of course, the order inflow for the 9 months was very, very muted. What is the pipeline looking for us? Apart from NHAI, is there any order? Is there any other pipeline which is available to us?
Jalandhar sir, you want?
Yeah. Sir, actually, order inflow is very poor, which I agree, because market is very aggressive. Every EPC tender is clocking below 30, 32%, 35% also have seen those levels. I think we're trying to understand how to do the project at that cost. Definitely, there is some sort of aggression is there, and maybe we have seen many projects who have quoted less and they failed also. So after having this experience, definitely we don't want to pitch into those levels and land into problems for the future. But however, sir, we have targeted almost this coming month. There are almost 22 tenders which we are doing in March only, and this month we are not less than 10 to 12 bids we are submitting. So every effort is being done to take some orders. But we can only give a sensible price, but we cannot give a price which is a winning figure, and later it will land us in problem. So that's how the things are there. But I think, sir, there are players who are understanding, but by the time there are new players who are also coming in, and then they are taking a bad price, kind of that. So there is every example who have quoted less, they have suffered. But people still are traveling in the same route. So I think if you target something in coming 2-3 months, it will be a little bit tougher to get projects. But later stage, things may become little normal. That's what we are estimating, sir.
Anything apart from NHI, sir, is available?
Pardon, sir?
Anything other than NHI, roads, is there anything else you are targeting in Q4? Something irrigation, water?
We will focus on, continues to focus on irrigation projects, but the pipeline is very limited here. Bidding scope is very limited. But anyhow, we will put on the efforts there. And partially we are in line to discuss with the joint venture partner for our railways entry also. I think it is not yet successfully done. So I think sooner, once we get onto that clarity, please we'll let you know on that, sir.
Understood, sir. Thank you and best of luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Sir, just continuing the previous question, Reddy sir, this 22 tenders that we are looking to bid next month, March, and 10 to 12 bids that we are looking to submit this month, what is the value and how much is the HAM projects in that? And the number that we are targeting 4 to 5,000 crore inflow, so that entirely is from the HAM that we are looking at?
So actually, the HAM proposition is more, sir. But even some more projects like, but the ticket sizes have become very small. As you are asking rightly, that what is the overall size and all, but the projects are varying from 500 crores to 700, 900, 800, even 1100 are there as a bigger ticket size. That's it. In this slots. So
okay.
That is a major problem, sir. And the proposition between HAM and EPC, HAM are in more in numbers, sir.
Okay. No, sir, why I was asking, I was trying to understand if, as you are saying, the ticket size is 500, 700 crore. So if I just put 22 plus 10, 32, 34 tenders, so closer to 17,000 crore, even if I average at 500. So I'm just trying to understand the value. So in terms of the success rate for us to back the 4,000, 5,000 crore. So in that sense, I was trying to understand.
Sir, actually, this year, I mean, March, if I am happily getting around 2,000 crores also, I am very happy. Even if I don't get also, if I don't get a bad price, that is good. That is a major thing. So, whatever I get at a good price, I should target for. I have no target that I should get before March only, but I will keep on putting on these bids, sir. But actually, the bids are available in 22 members, but whether the bidding will going to happen for all these tenders, which I am really doubtful, because they've been getting postponed. I think it is now pushed to March. But another push of postponement is not happening, then this bids will definitely happen in the March, sir.
Okay. And the other is in terms of the execution part. So for particularly the larger one, I'm trying to just understand. So two Kerala HAM projects, so in 9 months, we have done close to 431 crore revenue. And current outstanding order book is 2,822 odd crore. And we were looking at to complete by next March. So now 15 months to complete. So just trying to understand what kind of revenue we are looking in the fourth quarter, and are we able to complete by March 24 this 2,800 crore order for the two Kerala HAM projects?
The Kerala HAM projects, as of now, there's a lot of time loss due to heavy rain. That is a major problem. We faced rains from April to December. Even in December, 10 days we had rains. So after December, I think 1.5 months only the progress has happened. And however, there have been certain problems that on school hours we should not work. during school hours we should not work, and then they say night working they stopped for us. All these now we have things have gone to CM. CM has promised us that to get the timings cleared for us, so we'll get more working period. So if that is sorted out, sir, definitely we will go everything on target. That's the major thing we are facing there. And I think last Tuesday I was there in NHI. I had a clear-cut discussion with Chairman, sir. He also has put his DO letter to CM, and things are being pursued at very higher level, sir.
Okay, got it. And on the irrigation project, so whatever we are having a balance. So package 4, sir mentioned that Venkat sir that by March 24 we will be able to complete. So out of that remaining Vetam 290 odd crore and the package 3, so how much revenue are we looking at in this fourth quarter, and when we can see this completed?
Sir, actually, fourth quarter concerned, sir, whatever the discussion we have done, at least we'll try to achieve the last year figures. That's what we are trying on this side, because rainy season was very heavy in these quarters. Second and third quarter completely we have affected with this. So a little bit bullishness is not there in this top line numbers. But however, the next year concerned, I think may not be so much rainy season. So definitely we'll do our best in this.
But broadly, sir, in terms of the Vetam 290 crore remaining, when do we see to get completed in fourth quarter? How much are we looking at? And the package 3, which is 871 crore. So how much are we? Sorry, 550 crore. How much are we looking to book any revenue in fourth quarter, and in FY24, how much are we looking to book there from this?
Sir, that main thing, sir, MD sir and we both have discussed about this, that before election we would like to complete this. However, subject to realization of the payments also is a big concern, because now that Kerala projects and all other projects are under running stage, wherein equities are likely to come out. So there we do not want to take a chance by for one project knocking effort should go on to the other project. So we would go limited investments into these projects and try to balance the situation, sir. So it depends on how state government copes to give up the payments. That is the major concern here, sir.
Okay. Last, Venkat sir, 2 data points. What is the Concall cash, and what was the irrigation revenue in third quarter and 9 months?
That irrigation revenue in Q3 was that is around 23%, comes to 190 crores, and for 9 months it is around 25%, comes to 620 crores.
Okay, and Concall cash balance?
Because standalone cash is 125 crores and Concall cash. From that data I will send you separately.
Oh, okay, no issues. Thank you and all the best, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Alok Deora from Motilal Oswal. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, some of the questions have been answered. Just wanted to understand, the order inflow, again on the order inflow. So it's been really muted, and out of the 8,000 crore, significant, decent chunk is of irrigation, which is moving slow. So what kind of growth now we are looking at for FY24, and also you mentioned that the intensity of bidding continues to be very aggressive. So how confident we are on getting this 4,000-5,000 crore of orders in the next almost only 1.5 or 2 months are left?
Jalandhar, sir.
Yeah, sir. Actually, probability of getting the 4,000 crores is little bit, as of now, too, seems to be little bit challenging. I can really say that. And see, sir, the main problem is that the margins are at stress and all, which those calls we have never taken in our company side. Rather, we are ready to little bit scale down ourselves for some time, and certain risky times, it is not wise that you you try to go for a qualitative top line, but decreased bottom lines are not acceptable to us. So definitely, see, we are doing a business for making some good profits. It's not that, and sir, nowadays all the highways are coming with lots of responsibility of maintenance also. So definitely we have to see that long-term benefits and then go forward only. Otherwise, we are likely to have a lot of problems in future. So this is the time where we should take right calls and do not come into pressure for coming. Anyhow, the market is also is going to realize in a very short time about all these. Only newcomers who are coming, they are only quoting with little bit lesser and they are taking. Otherwise, the prominent players who are there, they have already come down to the normal levels of bidding. So only the newcomers and all, their appetite also let it get over. I think it may take another couple of 3-4 months. I'm expecting the market to be a little bit volatile like this. Then after that, it could be normalized. What we are expecting, sir. However, we are also making our trials in irrigation plus railways. Even we'll try in some of the bids in metros. That's what I think, sir.
So have we bid for any of the other sectors, or it's still at the planning stage?
As I earlier said, sir, we are sorting some joint venture for our railways entry, and we are even trying to sort we have discussed quite a lot with 2-3 joint venture partners. As and when the things are materialized, then definitely we will come out and inform you, sir.
Sure. Just the last thing. So, sir, so realistically speaking, you might, end up winning 2,000 odd crore of projects this year, as in the remaining part of this year. And then again, next year, first half will be muted because, that's a very slow time for order winning. Order awarding. So your order book will be very critical stage, right? I mean, considering the execution which we are doing, by end of, September 24, FY24, I think it would be it will be at a very critical stage.
Yes, sir. I think it seems like that, but definitely it's not that market is going to be like this. Hopefully things will become better and we'll be able to get the orders what we need. Second,
sure.
The new area entry also may give us little bit ease out on this.
Sure, sir. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Parikshit Kandpal from HDFC Securities. Please go ahead.
Hi, Jalandhar sir.
Hi,
so my first question is on the irrigation project. So when do you expect to complete these entire order book? Because I think elections will be somewhere around the end of this year. So what kind of time frame you are looking to complete this project?
Sir, actually the target we made is that to complete all these before election, because after elections we do not know what sort of calls will be taken by people and what sort of things we'll have to address. So definitely it is better you finish everything before elections, for which we are gearing up and trying to finish the things. But again, the concern is about having those in time. That means if I get payments in time, definitely I will do it before election. That's what the plan is, sir. Maybe I may go a little bit delayed, but...
Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Reddy, but we are unable to hear you. Your voice is sounding from a distance, sir.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, actually, that's what the scenario, sir. If I get payments on time, definitely I'm going to do it.
Okay. The second question is on the NHI pipeline. So you did mention about some 10, 12 bids. You're submitting tender in coming months. Some 22 tenders are coming. So, so if you can highlight these 32 or 30 or 32 bids, these are largely, big geographies of South India. And also if you can highlight what is the overall pipeline for NHS till March. So that will be helpful to understand whether it is going to reduce from last year or it will be similar.
I couldn't get that question, sir, actually.
So you have said that about 30 to 22 tenders are coming in this month, upcoming month, and about 10 to 12 bids you are already submitting. So I wanted to understand these bids which you are submitting are largely in South India, right? Because of the geographical focus in these 3 or 4 South states.
Sure. Yes, sir. Correct. The focus is on focus states only. Because
yeah, so my question is, what is the total NHS bid pipeline then till March? If you can help us understand what is the total project.
The pipeline is very big, sir. I think around 35,000 crore is the bid pipeline. But I am focusing 22 bids in coming period.
And what will be the value of those 22 bids, sir, out of this 35,000 crores of pipeline?
I have not totally calculated all that, but the bids are varying from 500 crore, 1100 crores, sir.
Okay.
Like that. Bid sizes. So roughly around, I can say around I'm focusing about 17,000 crore bids to be done. Kind of that rough figure.
Okay, so out of 35,000 pan-India bids, you are targeting about half of that. So largely focused to the southern market.
Generally, I am continue to refine from North India and northeast part of India, as the project bid sizes are very small and competition is very heavy there. So if I get a bigger ticket size in north and northeastern part of India, I'm likely to focus on that.
Okay. And just one question on this income tax provision, sir. So we have generally seen that the GST, GST input credit is triggering a lot of income tax rates, and the entire supply chain, some of the vendors are not paying, and then it ultimately results into an income tax rate. So you have provisioning for this. So any issue regarding any GST-related dues which may come on us in later days?
No. As far as income tax is concerned, sir, that assisting officer has initiated the proceeding, and when we have a discussion with that actually, so we assume as a prudent measure, we thought that this much provision is required to make that liability arise. So that's why as a prudent practice we have made this. As far as GST is concerned, there is no such issue on that. As far as GST is there, everything is in compliance and we are paying the GST, and what are the credits we are getting in the books, everything is regularized. There is nothing issue as far as GST is concerned, sir.
And lastly, sir, any donations made during this quarter?
No. We have not made any donation.
9 months?
No, nothing. No, might be small donation will be there to our some trust like that. Small donation, not a donation to any that political party or like that. Nothing is there.
Okay, sir. And lastly, just guidance for FY24. So how do you, you said that FY23 largely in line with FY22 revenues. So in FY24, what kind of growth you are looking at on the current order book?
FY24, we are looking for around 4,000 crores of top line as of now, and FY23 we expect that we could be able to close somewhere 3,000, 3,500 actually. So FY24 we are looking around 4,000 crores of top line.
3,500 in 23 and 4,000 in FY24, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, and wish you all the best. And just sorry, sir, just one last on irrigation. So can we expect now that the worst of the irrigation collection issues or the payment issues is now behind us, and we not see any major upswing in the debtors in the coming quarters?
Yeah, I think the payments are now streamlined, and then we hope that the package 4 payments should, because all the banks have started releasing, and we also started establishing LCs in favor of BHEL, and work is now started moving fast. And other payment, as per the budgeted payment, they have promised to release on monthly basis, which we expect the same will continue, and we are also requesting them to increase the contribution. And as far as NHI is concerned, there is no problem. We are getting payment in time. And having said all, and our standalone debt equity debt ratio is nil only. We don't have any debt on standalone basis. But we are, as our ED was telling, we are watching the situation so that at least we should bid a project in a profitable manner. See, taking the projects is not the main criteria, and we should take the projects in a profitable manner. That I think these things may also work out, because the NHA also trying to change the stand and all, but it's taking time. It will come.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. The next question is from the line of Rahul Reddy from Reddy Investment. Please go ahead. Mr. Reddy, please go ahead with your question. The line is unmuted. As there is no response from the participant, we'll move to the next question, which is from the line of Faisal Hawa from SG Hawa and Company. Please go ahead.
Is it not time to move on to something which is much more complex as far as infrastructure is concerned, and maybe a lot of smaller players are able to catch our hand in NHAI, where balance sheet was previously the only differential. So would it not be more feasible for us to go for something like a BOT projects, where the competition is much more limited, or probably something which is more complex to do as far as engineering is concerned?
Yes, sir, you're right. It's the right time that we should start looking into some other areas where, like railways and irrigation, still I'm looking at, and other parts concerned, toll projects, definitely there is a lot of hue and cry there, and the concession agreement is also not that favorable to the bidders. If it is compulsion, I'll give a last choice to that. If I'm unable to get any of the orders from any of these, then definitely I'll look at those work also. But right now, I think my gut feeling is that I think coming 3 to 4 months time, or 4 to 5 months time, we shall be having a comfortable order book online. I think on hand, I would say.
Because see, one thing is appreciated that we don't want to work at lower margins, and that is something which is so appreciable about any management, where they value their work and they value themselves. But here it's now looking very clear that people will just keep on committing suicide by quoting lesser, and we must be able to upgrade ourselves to really keep the company growth at a good level, because from the last 2 to 3 years our top line has not really grown appreciably. But to your credit, you have kept the balance sheet in absolute good order, and in fact we are now cash positive rather than even having any debt on our hand. So I mean, we are totally supportive of the management, and but I think it's probably now time to really up our game to something which is much more complex.
Yes, sir. That's what actually management is also looking keenly in railways and what is happening in metros and all that places we are looking at. See, irrigation concerned, it is having a little bit higher margins than highways. But once you go to railways, I think still there is a healthy margin in railways. So definitely, sir, we will sort out the joint venture issues and get into those sectors also. And it's a complete engineering work, electromechanical work. Definitely, we will be able to cope up and successfully go with that.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah, that means I mean to say that we are really giving a thought for entering into other sectors to make ourselves comfortable and to keep our growth to be on continuous.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shreyansh Mehta from Equirus. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. So, what is the strategy for monetize balance HAM projects? Will it be similar to what we have done, or are we targeting any other strategy? That's one. Second, as far as railways is concerned, what kind of work are we looking at, and will we be open to taking projects from the railway PSUs, or will we be directly dealing with the Indian Railways?
Yeah. See, with regard to the future, whatever the HAM projects on hand, see, the management view, the policy of the company is that we don't want to accumulate projects or keep it in hand. So we will take a right decision at that time, and a lot of inquiries are coming, and we are also assessing those inquiries, and we will be working on some details and other things. As and when there is a progress, we will definitely let you know.
Sure. And on the railways?
And with regard to the railways, as our AD was pointing out, they are trying to find some joint venture partners so that we can directly bid for the projects. So we have to have an entry level so that we can bag more orders in future. And a right partner is very essential at this stage. So that's being worked out. And that also in the progressing stage, it will be, we will definitely inform the development.
Got it. And lastly, in terms of our capex, what's the guidance for FY23 and 24, and what we have done till date?
Till date, actually, we did a capex of around 110 crores, and FY23 we expect it will close somewhere between 140 to 150 crores. And next year, definitely capex requirement will, because this will take care of entire whatever the existing projects are there. And next year capex requirements is depend upon when we'll receive this project actually. So if we receive some project definitely in Q3, then next year will be capex under in the same range of around 150 crores. Otherwise, it may depends upon when we receive that project.
Got it. Sure, sir. That's it from my side. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Bharani Vijay Kumar from Spark Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. What is this progress on NHA's proposal to reduce their contribution?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Kumar. We are unable to hear you. Can you please check?
Is it better now?
Yeah, it is better, yeah.
Yes, sir. I was trying to understand what is the status of the NHA's proposal to reduce their contribution from 40% to 20% on the HAM project.
It's still the discussion stage only, because a lot of the NHA also is getting a lot of pressure not to reduce, and they are also taking some time. Originally, it was indicated that they will start the process. But going forward, we have to wait for that because of the coming election year and all of that. They will take up this aspect and all. So we are also waiting for that.
So far, what are the draft concession agreements are there? It is not modified as of now. So what are the bids is there till March actually. So we have seen that old clauses is still coming actually. There is no change in the draft DCA as of now.
Okay, because this would have resulted in competition reducing a little bit, but since it is not...
Definitely, actually. We expect that it should come early, but so far it is not coming up.
Okay, so in your discussions with NHA, what are the thinking process, or what are you thinking to address this aggressive bidding? Because I distinctly remember back in 2018, similar thing happened when just to complete awarding their targets, a lot of projects were awarded. Unexperienced or inexperienced players took up projects, financial closures took time, and then projects got terminated. I mean, from what commentary I can hear from Jalandhar sir telling, looks like we are going down the same path. Like, why would NHAI allow it to happen? What are they thinking, in your view, to address this?
Sir, actually, these concerns are not being thought by NHAI because they are happy that they are getting 30% low bids, and they are really enjoying the situation of saving so much for NHAI. But as of now,
Sorry, I think your voice got dropped.
The voice dropped.
Yeah, as our ED was pointing out, any practical steps have not been taken up by NHAI till now. Okay. And now I think going forward, the NHAI has got only 5-6 months time left. Before that, they should complete their order book position, and afterwards they cannot come out with the order. So we have to wait for that.
You mean the entire 14,000 kilometer left in Bharatmala should be awarded in the next 5 to 6 months?
We have to think, because it's a Herculean task. But the statements coming from them is they are going to do. We have to wait for that.
So does that mean March 2023, that is next month, is going to see a very large amount of ordering activity and order inflow for players, just like how we saw 1 year before election in 2018?
Yeah, that is being stated like that only. So we are also waiting for that. And they are also, the name of the projects are also announced, but we have to wait for that till the bidding is open, finally come out.
Right. Okay. My final question is on the lower margins the company saw in the third quarter. Any specific reason?
Actually, for this year, we are already telling that due to this input price pressure, if you see last 3 quarters, we could able to do between 18 to 19% of our EBITDA. Definitely it was ranging in 20%. So now we expect that now input price should be stabilized. Then we can attain that our same EBITDA previously what we attained. So there is some pressure in the input prices. That's why that margin is slightly reduced. But we hope that once this price was stabilized, we could able to achieve that.
So maybe from fourth quarter, or would it take more time?
We have to see because right now again that RBI has increased the interest rate. So how it will impact in the inflation? If inflation is still controlled, so definitely we could able to match it from the quarter 4 onwards.
No, sir. Thank you and all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vasudev from Nuvama. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, sir. So most of my questions are answered. Just one thing on what is the status of payments from the Telangana government?
Sir, as I already informed, around 650 crores of both debtors as well as unbilled is pending. So last quarter we received around 450 crores and this quarter with the addition of work, it has as of September it was 900 crores, now reduced to 450 crores, 50 crores, and further work done it is increased to 650 crores. So definitely payment are there. As far as package 4 is concerned, which is already funded by the bank, there is no payment issue is there. As for other project is there like Vettam and package 3, which is budgetary support. So definitely based on the government what they have promised that they will release one quantum of money every month. So based on that, we expect that money should be realized by March. So what are the receivables are there, old receivables should be closed by March.
Okay, sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Nikhil Abhyankar from DAM Capital. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity, sir. Most of the questions are answered, but can you just give the inventory level, trade receivables, retention money, and all the basic bookkeeping?
Yeah. Inventory as of 31st December is 187 crores. Inventory is there. And retention is around 241 crores as of December 22. And actually, Shravan asked about Concall cash. Concall cash is as of 31st December is 145 crores actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So receivables, unbilled revenue, payables, and mobilization number.
And that receivables is total 627 crores. So out of that, 335 crores is the irrigation receivables and 200 and 267 is the HAM receivables. As far as mobilization advance is concerned, it is 134 crores as of December. And what you are asked?
So the unbilled revenue and trade payables.
Unbilled revenue is 490 crores. And trade payables is 211 crores.
Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Jiten Rishi from Axis Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for taking my question. So on the railway side, what type of projects you are looking to build?
Mr. Joshi, sorry to interrupt. May we request you to speak a bit louder?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead.
So So Reddy sir, good afternoon. So just my question was on the railway projects. So we are looking to partner. So what kind of work we are planning to do with the JV partners?
Jalandhar sir is, I think Jalandhar sir line is not there.
Yeah. See, the joint out and see, normally we have got the strength in the building of bridges and also the track construction. So a composite qualification of bridges and then station and track construction, we are looking at it. So that joint venture, the management is looking for discussing with different people. So once it is successful, we'll let you know.
This station would be what, station building work or what?
Yeah, station building work.
And sir, metro would be the elevated metros we shall be done.
We are doing number of flyovers which is almost equivalent to metro only. Say like in Coimbatore we have done 2 big projects. Second project is going on. Salem we have completed. See, metro we are looking at. See, suppose if we work directly, if the work allotted to us, and if the payments are not problem, then we are looking those type of work also. And
yes, metro will be going independently, right?
Yeah, independent.
And sir, on the inflows, as sir said that we might target for a 4,000 to 5,000 crore inflows by end of March, but this can get spillover because of the competitive intensity and we can end up getting 2,000 crore. So my question was, if we are not able to win inflows in next 3 to 6 months, so then are we in a position to compromise on the margin and bid aggressively, or we shall stick to our?
Compromise on margin is not at all in our scope of things, because by compromising on margins, finally, the project will end up in NPA. That we don't want to do that. In fact, we are having 2.5 years order book position on hand.
Right.
And things will improve because if you see the earlier cycle also, it was like that. The order book was, people have been quoting and we never quoted at a competitive price. We were made to wait for 1.5 years. But that things have happened. So We are waiting for things to come so that at least we can bid at a profitable level. At least now, whatever we are, our internal working suggests to that extent we should work for a profitable level.
So what kind of ticket size you are looking for railways and metros, where the competition is less? So what kind of...
See, if there are two things, as ED was telling, even at the 2,000 crore order level book, if we get for March, at least at a profitable level, there is nothing like that.
That's fine. I'm just saying what kind of value, in terms of value, you're looking for projects in railways and metro.
Normally, sir, we are looking projects above 700 and above, 750 and above in HAM projects. So that will make a sense. Otherwise, we don't want to go very risk projects. And some projects are coming at 1,500, 2,000 also. If those projects are also being slated before March, we will try to bid those projects and we will try our...
So one last question on the bookkeeping side. So if, sir, as we had discussed, employee cost was high last year and last quarter and this quarter, so we had some payments, bonus payments. So can you just break it down, like what is the recurring employee cost and what would be the bonus for Q2 FY23 and Q3 FY23?
Jatin, I will check that number and let you know.
Okay.
Ask me.
Okay, sir. Thank you and all the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Saket Kapoor from Kapoor and Company. Please go ahead.
Namaskar, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. Sir, firstly, you were articulating to the fact of higher input cost, sir. So, of late, sir, we have seen moderation in input cost. So, could you please dwell more into it? How have the pricing of cost of material shaped up over the last 2 quarters?
Yeah, hello? Can I get the question again, sir, please?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Repeat the question, sir.
Sir, you mentioned about margins being lower because of higher raw material costs, which could not be passed on. So I would like to understand how the pricing of the key raw materials shaped up over the last 2 quarters, and going ahead, how is this basket shaping up?
So major problem is with the steel and cement. First of all, if you take it today, I think 72,000 rupees, which is going about steel, as it was only 57, 56 in the last month. I mean to say in the December and November also. But see, the levels are going up in a very steep way. Second, the fuel prices, I don't blame much about fuel prices because they were standing almost 100, 102 rupees, all these levels only that is happening. So the major is with the steel and cement. As of now, the cement and steel work, if you take the pump house work, which has got a lot of steel cement component only, the major is that. Once you go to the Kerala projects, almost 65% is about steel and cement work only. I mean, structures, there's a lot of flyovers and viaducts and all are there in that. And retaining wall, even the drain, almost, I think 600 crore worth of drain is there in that project. So all are coming up in this shape. So definitely there is a cost inflation that is happening over this steel and cement, and WPI is unable to support because of the the problem earlier we have explained about it.
Sir, if going ahead, when we are comparing, if a likewise comparison can be done with your peers, we have, although sir, I may be incorrect, we have found that other construction companies showing improvement in margins, and therefore with the increased top line, the PBT levels have also improved. But in our case, even on a Q-on-Q basis, also the numbers have been down. So other than this raw material part, is it our product mix altogether that wherein we are posting lower margins and hence the lower profits?
No, actually, due to last rainy season also, we suffered some late rainy season between April and up to December. As you know that almost the Kerala order book is about 4,000 and odd crores is from Kerala, which is a high rainfall area, and again 1,100 crore worth of Mangalore, which is in the Karnataka. That project. So almost around 5,000 crore worth of contract is incomplete under rainfall zone. So as such, there is a little bit lesser progress are also reported than expected. So due to which the overhead component has gone up.
Sir, other than this, if this irrigation contribution also, if you see in Q1, irrigation has contributed almost 35%. In Q2, irrigation contributed as 15%. In this Q3, they contributed 23%. Even last year, Q3 also, year to year, they have contributed 35%. So if you see, irrigation contribution is also reduced actually for the last 2 years of this year. So that's why, as you know, irrigation projects have the good margins actually. So once their contribution is going to reduce in the turnover, that's why there is some impact in our EBITDA level. That is also one of the reason actually. Yes.
Okay. And then going forward, what portion of our order book is attributable to the irrigation segment out of the total?
As of now, irrigation is almost 1,800 crores. Irrigation projects are there. So it may not give much actually contribution to overall. If suppose in overall turnover of this year also, if next year also 4,000 crores we will do. So irrigation may contribute maybe around 20% only, not more than that. So that's why our EBITDA, what we are giving today is that is sustainable EBITDA, because the contribution will be irrigation will be to the extent of between 20 to 25% max only.
Okay, sir. And one more point. First,
Mr. Kapoor, may we request you to please rejoin the queue? We have
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll do that.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Sir, 2 points in terms of the 2 projects. So first is the KC project. So when we are going to complete this project, and also the Odhan Chatram. So in fourth quarter, are we able to complete this Odhan Chatram HAM project?
Yeah, I'm going with it. Yeah. Actually, sir, the Karnataka project concerned Magadi Somwarpet, that is almost 115 kilometers we have completed out of 164 kilometers. As of there is no land on that. I think whatever the land they have given, we are trying to complete the entire portion, and we are going for PCOD. That is provisional completion by this March end. So after that, whatever the land they are giving, we would like to continue to work on that project as the margins are in line with whatever the projections we are making. So definitely we will continue to do the work. The land part concerned, I think another 1 month they take to give us around 15 kilometer land which is in the forest, and it is a very advanced stage of granting permission to work on that project. So hopefully we get that. And there are some bypass areas where 3D is done, and I think the payment handing over to the payment to the landowners which is happening. So that is also in a bit of advanced stage. So I think another, say 8-9 months we will be able to complete that project, but PCOD we are targeting by this March end. For that project, sir. Second, if you could talk on that Palani project, I think in the September end, we have submitted the provisional completion with 32 days of bonus also, according to original project completion date. If you take the extended days, it is up to March end we have. So the PCOD submitted, and I think it is the NHAI to get the PCOD for us. I think all the recommendations and everything, there is some additional settlement agreement which is being asked by NHAI, which is getting concluded in coming 10-15 days. So after that agreement, we were likely to get the PCOD on that, and there is around 8.5 kilometers, which is recently they have given for land. They have cleared the land acquisition they gave us, which is now going on. The project is going on that 8.5 kilometer stretch. So I think we will complete everything by May end.
Okay, got it. So apart from this, let's say if we get the bonus, is there any other project where we can are expecting bonus in next 2 quarters?
No, sir. As of now, except this, there is no other bonuses which are likely to come up. But
Okay, and
I think expecting first, second quarters, we may get some claims over.
any specific amount that you want to mention on the claim?
Around 72 crores out of our Odisha project is out from the court decision. But we'll have to see whether NHI is going to challenge further or they just going to settle with it.
Okay, got it. And the last in the Bangalore project, the Peria Santi project. So, anything you want to mention in terms of how the execution is going on, and then when we like to complete this project?
So Bangalore project, I think around 20% progress is achieved by now, and that also we have suffered high rainfall there, and there had been some issues with the quarrying also. The quarry permission we have received very late because environmental clearance committee was not there. So most of the time the committee was not there, and later they appointed and they gave us the permission. Now things are in line. So the project is under execution, sir. Every month we are able to make around 70 crore of revenue out of that project. So definitely I think we may need around 5-6 months additional time to complete this project because we are unable to do this project in time, which I am expecting, as because the rainy season and the quarrying problems are accumulating.
Okay.
We have caused. Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you, sir. All the best.
You're welcome.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vishal Periwal from IDBI Capital. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot for the opportunity. One thing I think in your commentary you've mentioned that you don't want to compromise on the margins. So what typical margin that we bid at, and then on related to that is because when we are moving in the opportunities of metro railway, so margin itself will be lower than what we get in irrigation and roads HAM, isn't it? So that will be a compromise in one way or another.
Yeah, I think our AD also has explained earlier that the company doesn't want to sacrifice the margin and then accumulate the orders, number one. Number two is we have also the highway projects, EBITDA level up to 15-16% should be a reasonable margin that is being expected. Maybe if there is nearby projects or fine tuning for the customer availability, there maybe 1 or 2% less maybe also be there. But lesser than that, it will be very, you cannot predict because the prices of
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir. We are unable to hear you. This is the operator, sir. We are unable to hear you. Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, please stay connected while we reconnect the management. and gentlemen, thank you for patiently holding. The management line is reconnected. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, correct. Just I am explaining that because as initially in the irrigation sector, actually we thought we could not able to get the good margin. But after entering the irrigation sector with our execution capability and the skills, actually we could able to get better margins. So same way in the new, if any new sector is we are entering, definitely we can say some fine tuning in our margins, but that is to our expected level only. And after entering into that sector with our skills, we could able to make more actually profit. Definitely in the new sector is there, then we may look into some fine tuning in our margins.
Okay. Sure, sir. Thanks for the clarification. Second, will it be possible to give some commentary on this taxes provision that we have done? Any particular, because in that press release you mentioned, you've taken it from a particular year. So FY17 till now. So what is some background which has gone into it? And since the final assessment,
Continue, please continue.
Yes, sir. So since the final assessment is pending, are we getting certainty? Probably this could be that number which once that order from the IT is out.
Sir, as you know, in the income tax practice also, when department will come for any search actually, so they will open the books for the almost last 5 to 6 years. That is a procedure actually in the income tax when search is there under 132. So same thing is carried out in our case also. And after during search operation, what are the information is asked for, and after that, what are we have all the information provided actually during the search, even after that, and after deliberation or discussion with the assessing officer actually. So we, as a prudence measure actually, we thought that this much liability may arise actually. So as a prudent practice actually, we have accounted that liability, and we expect that there won't be any further liability on this account actually, as far as income tax is concerned.
Okay, sure, sir. Thanks a lot, and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next question is from Ravi Naredi from Naredi Investments. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir, to give me this opportunity. Sir, so many railway stations are developing, so you must be think for that. Many metro projects are also allotted, so a lot of work is there. But what is the management cup of tea? You know better. We do not want to have intention Deepak to sun. So since in road project too much competition is there, what is our further planning for next 3 to 5 years?
Sir, as far as the roads are concerned, with the Bharat Mala itself, it will take another 4 to 5 years. A lot of highway networks have to be completed, so it should come now. At the present juncture, it is about allowing so many new entrants who can compete at a very lesser price than even the cost of the work project. That is creating problem. It's not that the work is not there. So, but this trend may not continue. Even the past also, whenever this happened, the trend may not happen. So, highway sector is definitely available for the next 5 to 6 years, number one. Number two is, the irrigation sector, we have already built up our irrigation construction capacity in this irrigation and also the lift irrigation program and other things. So, we are having future in that. Even if the liver linking program is at any cost, it has to come on one day or other. We will have an ordering on ourselves. Individually, we can bid for the project to the extent of 1,500 to 2,000 crores. That is no question. And coming to the flyovers, we have done number of flyovers. To start with, we have taken up in Tamil Nadu, the Salem, Coimbatore, and now we are doing a connecting flyover to Coimbatore Airport, which is around 12 kilometers. For 12 kilometers, flyover is very big. So that we are doing it, and the project is going as per that. And there are a number of flyovers that is being planned under the urban development section, which is yet to come. Because mainly the problem is the state governments are not having funds, so that's why the project is getting delayed. But with this new infrastructure allotment and other thing, and then funding to the state governments and all, that things may look up. That is true. Then in the case of railways, yes, we are now looking. Similarly, we should have in the entry level, we should have a good partner so that at least we can have a bidding capacity, so that we can go at a later stage at a very bigger projects and all. So that is being explored by the management, and we will communicate as and when it is being worked out. So this is the latest situation, sir.
Sir, my second question is NHI able to raise money through InvIT recently. So what is seen after this? How much more kilometer road may be awarded in 12 months time frame?
They are planning to award 14,000 kilometers, sir, but the time lag we cannot say because of so many ifs and buts, availability of land, whether entire 90% land is available in all projects and other things. That we have to wait. But the 14,000 kilometers has to be built the next 1 year without any fail, so that they can complete their whatever that they have planned. We have to wait for that, how they are planning and other things.
But management is optimist to get 4,000 to 5,000 crore in next 3 months, right?
In any business, you should have optimism. But yeah,
no, definitely. You are very conservative too.
4 to 5,000 crore, which we are looking in upcoming years, sir. Now full year, not in 3 months. Sir.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, sir. All the best.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Saket Kapoor from Kapoor & Company. Please.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving me another opportunity. Sir, firstly, sir, as you were speaking about the margin contraction because of input cost being at elevated level. So going ahead also, sir, what should be the normal margin we should expect since the order booking is mainly towards the road and the highway segment, majority of the same. So what kind of numbers and what should be the way forward in terms of how should the revenue growth currently looking for the next financial year, and also how things are shaping up for this quarter?
Sir, as I explained earlier also, that EBITDA is definitely initially we told that our EBITDA will be somewhere 15 to 16% range only. But when this irrigation project has come actually in our KT, then our EBITDA has always jumped to between 19 to 20%. But again, if you see as of now, now irrigation project is only just 22% in our order book, and we expect that the next 2 years from onwards, their contribution is definitely going to be reduced actually if we are not getting any irrigation project. So because once irrigation project contribution is reduced, so definitely EBITDA is also accordingly it will also be, there will be some decline in the EBITDA. So what is happened actually in last 3 quarters, this is the reason. Because if you see last year, entire year it has contribution almost 30%, 35% irrigation, and the same is also the same position. But now they are contributing between 15 to 20% actually. In last quarter it's 23%. So definitely in future also what we are expected at, what are the EBITDA what we are showing between 18 to 18.5%. So that is the only sustainable level as of now. And in future also now this NHI there is a lot of bidding is there, underthroat competition is there, and HAM project to get HAM project with that EBITDA is really become very challenging. So what we are giving that EBITDA, I think that this is only going to be the sustainable EBITDA. As far as turnover is concerned, this year actually we are expecting that we could be able to close between 3,500, and next year is our target to achieve around 4,000 crores.
And the EBITDA margin is in the band of 15%.
We are telling around 16 to 17%, but we could able to give between 18 to 19%. That is so our margin. Our guidance is between always 16 to 17%, but we could able to achieve between 18 to 19%.
Sir, what is the 9 months number for us? I have not calculated the EBITDA margin for the 9 months.
9 months actually. It is for 9 months. It is 19.85 actually.
19.85, and this is likelihood for it will be lower when we take the blend number for the entire year.
Because this 9 months include, if you see in Q2 actually, there
yeah, irrigation project was there.
Exceptional, not exceptional. We have one is bonus is there 7 crores, and one of the JV actually we have signed the assignment deed. Due to that, it is higher in the Q2. If you take out that, then it is between 18.5% range only.
One small point with respect to that income tax department search under section 132. Sir, what are the key findings in their preliminary report? Where have the, if I may call, where have been the error on the part of the company that they have been able to raise demand, and what steps the management is have taken or are in the annual that these are not repeated. And also, sir, this also includes, there is also one thing about the GST part, where are some input credit issue is also there in the system pertaining to the construction sector, and lot of inquiries are happening in that aspect also. So where are we in terms of this input credit from vendors issue, that the vendors are going for bogus claims, have not submitted GST, and hence the input credit by the claimant company, the final company, the company like us, won't be receiving the same. So any update on these two aspects that you would like to share?
So number one is with regard to the income tax department. Now this is just now the assessment there is no demand as on date. Let us be very clear. And they have just taken out the assessment for the last 6 years as per that procedure. And when there are a lot of the 6 years at one stroke, they may want to see some expense. They may come across some expenditure to be allowed or disallowed, or so many things may crop up. So in such case, we have taken for the entire 6 years. There may be a possibility. So this provision has to be made. So it has been made, but we cannot comment till their assessment is completed. That is one thing. But to be as a prudent policy, it's better to provide both income tax and the interest for the past years. That's what has happened. As far as the GST is concerned, we are regular payment of GST, and yearly, ultimately, we are paying around 275 to 300 crores GST we are paying, and our returns are now up to date. So there is no such issue as of date.
No, sir. I was particularly speaking about the input credit issue that has cropped up for the construction sector, wherein there are set of companies which are facing this issue. So we are not there in that bracket. That is what you are confirming.
Yes, sir. As far as GST input is there, so there was some issue in this sector. Definitely, we agreed that actually, and it has occurred in this sector. But as far as KNR is concerned, in GST actually we are getting almost 99% of our input, and definitely because when GST department will go to the subcontractor's accounts actually, and he will say that he could not able to properly explain actually that the input. So definitely in this sector there was some issue as far as subcontractor is concerned. But as far as KNR is concerned, we do not face any issue as such.
Okay. And in income tax also, sir, you are mentioning that there is no demand as such since the assessment is not over.
It is just they have started the proceeding. As far as there is no such demand actually.
Okay. So on the basis of the preliminary understanding, yeah.
As a basis of prudent measure actually, that company has provided that actually.
Sir, but you must have made the on the basis of some finding, you came to a conclusion that these are the set of corrections that needs to be done for this period, and hence this provision.
We expect that the company expect that there may be some income tax demand may come actually based on that, and anyway this matter is pending with the assessing officer actually as of now. So
when can we hear the final word on it, sir? They must have the date by which they will conclude it.
Almost 6 to 1 year actually to complete the entire assessment proceeding. Okay. So we will inform when it is completed.
Right, sir. And lot of, sir, value erosion has happened for your investors, sir. Post some selling by promoters last year, if I'm correct me there also. So what's the thought process currently that this was, our company was one of the pioneers for wealth creation for the equity investors. But that has not been the case, sir, over the last 1.5 years, and sentiments have remained subdued. So what's the message from the promoter category? And I think so there were some market sales also that did happen from the promoters' part. So what should investors take home, sir?
Yeah, sir, wealth creation has happened because the company, even in spite of Corona, they have declared bonus. And the company is continuously paying the dividend. And yes, definitely, whenever the opportunities are there, management will not fail their duty. And now, we'll do the best, sir.
Correct. Thank you, sir, for the elaborate answer, and thank you for this extended call, sir. And all the best, sir, to the team. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Hello. Yeah. Thank you for joining us on this call. Please reach out to our investor relations consultant, strategy growth advisor, or us directly should you have any further queries. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Thank you. On behalf of KNR Constructions Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your line.
Yeah.